Hey VC, welcome back. This is HubTunes. I am Mike. We got October vinyl finds. Got a stack here. A couple of pre-orders. One thing I found actually at a charity shop. You guys know me. I do not do charity shops, but I found this and it sounds great. In fact, I'll just show it. This is Puzzle People and it smells. It reeks. This is Puzzle People, the Temptations, one of their later albums. The cover is in absolutely horrid shape, but the vinyl is spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. It's on the Pickwick 33. This thing sounds absolutely incredible. What a fun record too. Excellent record. But man, this thing smells like mildew. That's why I don't go to charity shops. I don't know. I mean, I'm happy to have the record, but this is again another late in the year release. This is going to be definitely high on my albums of the year. This is Ali by, I'm going to butcher this French, Farka Touré. And you guys can read. This is incredible. This is all songs from his father. He's just covering a lot of his father's songs. It's absolutely gorgeous. The guitar work on here is spectacular. Unbelievable, you guys. If you see this on the shelf, pick it up. It really wasn't very expensive. It's a gorgeous African vibes. Just a really cool African record of great music. Really highly recommend this. I got the latest I love this series, you guys. This is the latest in the Can series. They are releasing live performances by Can. The first two are on double records. They are gorgeous. Really nice recordings. They sound incredible. This one, right along the same lines, sounds incredible. The only difference is this one is a single record. It is not a double. They come on colored vinyl. The first one was orange. The second one was gold. And this one is a cool kind of ice blue. But you get like 2 songs per side. Actually, I think the second side only has 1 song. But that's Can. That's how Can is live. And terrific releases. Polyline sleeves. Beautiful recordings. Sound incredible. My cat is sniffing the Temptations record right now. He is going crazy on it. He is rubbing his face all over it. Get away. Next up, that series, if you guys are interested in Can live, they were a totally different band live. Many years ago I remember when I was in college, there were a bunch of deadheads in my dorm and they all wanted me to listen to Can. You have to listen to Can. And I listened to a couple of their studio albums. I didn't get it. I really did not get it. It took me, I probably just started getting into Can maybe about 10 years ago. And now with these live releases, I'm over the moon with these things. They are great. So this one I picked up at a suggestion from a friend. I think in the last Vinyl Finds video I showed that I got Alley Cat by Nucleus, which is one of the great jazz rock albums of all time. It was I hate using this term grail, but it was a grail of mine, and originals go for a couple $100. They finally reissued it, and I picked it up for like $30, and I'm so happy to have that album on vinyl. I absolutely love it. But a friend told me to pick this up because I was talking about that, and this is Ian Carr's Nucleus. Ian Carr was in Nucleus. Great artwork, cool artwork. This is called Roots, and it is along the same line as Alley Cat. It's just that funky jazz rock. It's really cool. These are great recordings. I think they're being reissued on, I can't see what the label is. Be With Help. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but gorgeous record. Just a fun, funky jazz 70s rock album. Really cool stuff. I picked this up. This is gonna be weird. I don't know why. This came out of nowhere. There's a couple that just came out of nowhere. I've never been a big King Crimson fan. Even when I was a kid, I loved prog. Genesis is my favorite prog band. I loved Yes, but that's about as deep as I went on prog. And I never understood King Crimson. I remember trying many, many times to get into them, especially the early stuff. I really, really did not like. I like Red, and of course, I have the three. What is it? Beat, Discipline, and Three of a Perfect Pair. I have those, and I always like Beat, and Discipline's really good too. But that's more. It's almost pop Crimson, those three stand out. They're a little different than most of their catalog, but this is great. This is Lark's Tongue in Aspic, and for some reason, one of the songs, I think it might have been Easy Money, showed up on like a playlist, and I played it, and I was like, what the hell is this? And I look, and it was, so I was like, I'll check it out. This is the lineup with David Cross on violin, Robert Fripp on guitar, John Wenton, Bill Bruford, and Jamie Muir. Really cool lineup. I love Robert Fripp. So this is a cool record. I'm glad I picked it up. It's a reissue from a couple years ago, but it sounds really, really good. It's probably digital, but who cares? It's about the music, right? I picked this up, total blind buy. It actually just arrived today. I was watching a stream, I don't know which one, and Joe Marino was on the stream, and he suggested this record. This is on Embryo Records. This is William S. Fisher, Circles, and it is a pretty interesting record. This is a reissue. It came out very recently, probably in the last year or two. It came out last year. Came out originally in 1970. This is a jazz funk record. It is interesting. To say it's jazz funk is not really doing it justice, because it gets out there. It gets pretty spacey and free at some moments too. But then like the opening track is just a awesome funk song. So I'm still digesting it. I listened to the first side twice. I've only listened to the second side once. So still digesting it, but pretty cool so far. Thank you, Joe Marino. I don't know if he watches this channel, but whatever. William S. Fisher, Circles. I got the Tone Poets. I buy all the Tone Poets. I think they are an absolute... I think they're an education in jazz, and they sound incredible. They're beautifully packaged. I've never had to return one. All these people online saying, have you noticed how many people get bad records? Maybe just the people who get bad records complain the loudest, and we don't notice the other people. But I've never had to return. I haven't had to return a record in years, to be honest. I can't even remember the last time I returned a record. But the Tone Poets... absolutely gorgeous. This is Grant Green. These are both albums that I had, both upgrades. The Feel in the Spirit, I had a 70s press that was total garbage. It sounded like crap, so I'm really, really happy to get this, and now I can throw away that other one. I won't throw it away. I'll sell it to somebody. Maybe I'll bring it to a charity shop. But this is Feel in the Spirit with Herbie Hancock, Butch Warren, Billy Higgins, Gavin Maceo. And it is a wonderful record. What a great record. I absolutely love the song Joshua Fit the Battle of Jericho. I love that song. Gorgeous photos inside. You guys have all seen Tone Poets before. And then this one is also an upgrade. I have a 70s Liberty pressing that sounds really good. I probably didn't need this, but I got a Tone Poet collection going. I get them all. So I did pick this up. It's good. This is not my favorite Kenny Burrell record, but I do love Kenny Burrell. What a wonderful guitarist he is. And he's great. They both sound absolutely incredible, but I'm leaning towards the Grant Green right now. I love it. Okay, here's another one just out of left field. You guys are going to be like, what? I bought an AC/DC record. This is Let There Be Rock. This is probably the first AC/DC record I've owned in my collection since 1990, 1980. It's been a long time since I've owned a AC/DC record, but god damn. Whole Lotta Rosie is by far the best song they ever made. I love Whole Lotta Rosie. Every time I hear it, I crank the stereo, and I realized I was like, I don't have Whole Lotta Rosie on vinyl. I had to have it. This is a reissue from a couple years ago. Yeah, and it sounds good. It's a nice reissue. It sounds good. And Whole Lotta Rosie is a banger of a song. Absolutely love that song. It's the best song they've ever made. I love it. This is... Okay, now we get some cool stuff here. These were some pre-orders. This is a pre-order. This is a new record by the band Black Angels. It is a shiny, psychedelic-y cover. This is the Levitation version. This is 2 records, 2-disc set, printed at... it's in a cool little bow. And I like this record. They are a psych rock band. They're a little bit out there. They're a really good modern day psych band. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing them live. I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. Levitation, if you guys don't get anything from Levitation, I have another one that actually came in the same package I'm going to show next. Their shipping is spectacular. They take the record out of the inner sleeves. They put it in a polyline sleeve. Then they separate the record and the inner sleeve and they ship it separate. So you don't get any seam splits. They're just top notch. I can't rave more about Levitation and all their shipping. They're absolutely wonderful, and I highly recommend getting, if you guys want anything from Levitation, they top notch. The recordings are this recording's great. This is a studio record. This sounds really, really good. So highly recommend the Black Angels, new band. This will probably be in my top 23 this year. I'm doing 23 for 23. And it is really cool. Psych rock, a little bit like Tame Impala, but a little more psych. I've never been a big Tame Impala fan, but I love the Black Angels. Really cool record. It came with an obi, like a little obi. Next, this came in the same package. I pre-ordered both of these at the same time. This is a band. This is also from Levitation. This is Moon Duo. Moon Duo is what's his name? Riley Johnson. Oh God, I always get his last name wrong. I want to make sure I get his name right. Doesn't even know his name. I think it's Riley Johnson. He's in the band Wooden Ships, and he's also in a band called, oh God, now I forget it. But this is my favorite of his projects. I've loved this band for quite a while. This is Moon Duo. This is a live show recorded at Levitation, I believe. No, it's at Austin Psych Fest, 2012 and 2014. So it's an older show. Electronic psych rock, best way to describe it. It's got a nice inner sleeve. It's on colored vinyl. It's pretty cool colored vinyl, I must say. It doesn't sound real good. I don't know if it's the pressing or if it's just the recording, but I'm all in on this band. I absolutely love Riley Johnson. Why am I thinking it's not Riley Johnson? But I'm pretty sure it is. Really interesting guy. Wooden Ships is a really good band of his too, but this is the one that really turned me on to him. I think this band has been around longer, actually. They probably have 8 or 9 albums out there between EPs and LPs. So I'm kind of a completist on Moon Duo, so when I saw this, I was like, I gotta add that to my collection. Cool cover. Really, really interesting. Yeah, but Again, doesn't sound real great. I probably won't listen to it very much. I have better sounding live stuff from them. Really cool story about them. I saw them about, oh gosh, I bet it was about 10 years ago now. They did a show in the Bohemian National Cemetery here in Chicago. And it's one of the oldest cemeteries in Chicago. It's huge. And there's a chapel on the property in the cemetery, and they did a show there. And you walked into this little chapel that's probably built in the 1800s, and they had like IPA, like an IPA stand where they sold like three IPAs. That's it. And you sat in pews, and the band was like on the altar, like playing, but it was just him, the girl who's in the band, and a drummer. I think there was just three of them. And it was awesome. The sound was incredible in this place. It was so cool. And then we got high and walked around the cemetery all night. But yeah, sorry, silly story. But it was a really cool event, and it was really well done. Okay, so this is a band that I kind of just, you guys get those pop-up ads on Facebook and Instagram? I think this is a Facebook pop-up ad, and I had never heard of this band before, but they were promoting their new record like crazy. Every time I turned on Facebook, this band was being promoted. And it's called The Comet Is Coming. I believe this is their third record. It's so I went to see them in concert like last week, like right after I bought this record. It's space rock. It's space rock, but it's jazzy. It's different. I don't know if I'm going to do a concert review on it because I don't really know how much I have to say about it. But it was an interesting night. It was very interesting. Kind of cool. And they're on Impulse. So I picked this up. It's pretty cool. It's black vinyl. It's an interesting record. I need to spin it more. I haven't spun it since the show because I went to the show last Thursday. Well, by the time I think it was like last Thursday. But interesting, really interesting. I would call it space rock, but just jammy. It got a little bit out there. Interesting stuff, really interesting stuff. And actually I went to see a show. Oh God, what show was? Oh, I think it was Tortoise. I went to see Tortoise, and because that concert review is coming up next week, and somebody posted in the comments on Instagram that I would like this band. So I did check them out, and they were different, very very different. I'm always looking for new music, but look at that, they're on Impulse. And the last one. I don't shop at Costco. I don't shop at Walmart. I've never been in a Walmart. We don't have any. Do we have any? We might have one or two in Chicago now, but I don't shop at Walmart. I just don't agree with their business practices and everything. But you know, when I see a good deal, so somebody said check out Walmart's online records, and they had this record for $5.99, so I had it shipped to me. The whole thing cost me like $7.99 to get shipped to me. It's on Music on Vinyl. This is the West Coast Pop Art Experimental Band. This is Volume 3. I have their first two. Actually, yeah, I have their first two, and they're great. I love their records. This is a psych band from... I don't know when this came out. When did this originally come out? I don't know. Late 60s, I'm guessing. Maybe 70. Psych band from San Francisco, I believe, and they are very, very cool. They might be from LA. Who knows? But it's on Music on Vinyl. It's numbered. I got, not that numbers mean anything, but I got number 1297. And it sounds really, really good. And it's just 60s psych rock. If you guys have never heard of this band, check out their records. I don't know why they weren't bigger, but great stuff. West Coast Pop Art Experimental Band. This is Volume 3, A Child's Guide to Good and Evil. Limited edition of 1,500, individually numbered. Copies on white. Oh, it's on white vinyl. I forgot that. And it's 180 grams. Really, really cool record. Cool record. So check that out. I got that very, very cheap. I'll always take a good deal on a record. So that's it. That's all we got. I'm getting ready to no concerts for a while. I'm going to take a break. We got a couple of reviews coming up, but I don't have any concerts now until middle of November. I think the next one is the Lemonheads and Juliana Hatfield, which is going to be a great show. I love Juliana Hatfield. I can't get enough of her. So that's my next concert. Yeah, that's about it. You guys stay well. Questions, comments, snide remarks down below. You know where to put them. And that's about it. You guys stay well. Bye.